In the 20th century, oil fueled the global economy. Today, it's data. Some say data is the new oil, but what does that really mean? As demand grew for cars, planes, and industries, the price of oil soared. From just a few dollars per barrel in the 1950s, prices spiked dramatically during the oil crises of the 1970s, reaching over $100 by 2008. Oil created fortunes, reshaped geopolitics, and fueled modern economies, making it one of the most valuable commodities in history. Today, the new fuel of the global economy isn't buried underground. It's generated every second by billions of people worldwide. In 2010, the world created about 2 zettabytes of data. By 2025, that number is expected to skyrocket to over 180 zettabytes, a 90-fold increase in just 15 years. Just like oil powered the industrial age, data now powers the digital economy, driving advertising, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, and more. And with this explosive growth, data has become one of the most valuable assets in the world, shaping the future of business, technology, and society. Historically, oil was controlled by a handful of powerful companies, the so-called Seven Sisters. They dominated production, prices, and supply chains, shaping economies and politics worldwide. Today, data is following a similar pattern. A few tech giants, Google, Facebook, Amazon, and others, control vast amounts of the world's personal information. In both cases, the concentration of power leads to a trade-off. With oil, the cost was environmental, carbon emissions, pollution, and climate change. With data, the cost is personal. Our privacy, our autonomy, even our identities are increasingly shaped and sometimes exploited by companies we barely control. In the digital age, the greatest trade-off isn't with the environment, it's with ourselves. In today's economy, some of the world's largest companies don't sell physical products. Every time we search, post, click, or watch, we generate information, our habits, preferences, interests, and even emotions. This data forms detailed personal profiles. These profiles are incredibly valuable to advertisers. They allow companies to target ads with extreme precision, reaching the right person at the right time with the right message. This is the core of data-driven business models. Offer free services to attract users, collect their data, and sell targeted advertising. But this model comes with major privacy concerns. Many users are unaware of how much personal information they are sharing and how deeply it is being analyzed, stored, and sometimes misused. Concerns have grown over surveillance, manipulation, discrimination, and even the erosion of democratic processes. As the value of data increases, so does the risk to individual privacy, raising urgent questions about who controls our information and how it is used.
Breaking news. Just hours ago, the European Union introduced the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, the strongest privacy law in history.
For the first time, users gained legal rights over their personal data, the right to know, to delete, and to control access.
Under GDPR, companies must ask for explicit consent before collecting personal data. They must allow users to access, correct, or delete their information at any time. For businesses, compliance isn't free. Small and medium-sized companies have faced steep costs to update their systems, policies, and security, often spending hundreds of thousands of euros. Ironically, some economists argue that regulation has strengthened the largest firms. Big tech giants have the resources to absorb legal risks and compliance costs, while smaller competitors struggle to keep up. At the same time, GDPR introduced real financial risks. Companies can be fined up to 4% of their global revenue for violations, creating powerful incentives to respect user rights. And the impact goes beyond Europe. GDPR has inspired similar laws around the world, forcing global companies to rethink their data strategies and business models. Regulation reshapes the digital economy. But can it create fairer competition, or will it simply protect the biggest players? Data has become one of the most powerful economic resources of our time. Much like oil shaped the last century, data is shaping this one. It is part of who we are, our habits, our choices, our identities. A handful of companies now control the flows of this new commodity, creating both extraordinary innovation and extraordinary concentration of power. Governments are starting to respond. Regulations like GDPR show that the data economy will not remain a lawless frontier. Still, a fundamental question remains. Can we find a balance between innovation, competition, and individual freedom? The future of our economies and of our societies may depend on the answer.